we have gotten a little spoiled with the
Right.
spending that the Brown family, the Blackburn family have done. And so a lot of fans are saying, hey, let's go get Larry Warford too. So I mean, I know they
Yeah.
were talking about it. So what is that? What's going on there?
You're bringing new information to me. I have not heard that the team is going to be going after Larry Warford. I know that where things stand right now, I would be surprised if we brought in any other free agent signings. I feel like Zach and this team is very comfortable with where they're standing right now and where things are going. So, I mean, obviously he's a great player. It was surprising to see the Saints just, cut ties with him. But there also could be a reason that he hasn't been signed. And I mean, I think that kind of speaks volumes too. So from where I'm at, I feel like the Bengals are done in terms of bringing in any additional players, and that they're going to be moving forward with the team that they have.
And can I just follow up on that? Because I get that, I have gotten that vibe of we're done, out as well. And I think it makes a lot of sense to the fans considering how stacked our team is, except when it comes to the O-line.
Okay, well, I just want to say I completely understand fans' frustrations, because last year we had a ridiculous amount of different offensive line combinations, but this coaching staff, it really likes the direction that the offensive line is heading. I mean, you're getting Jonah Williams back at left tackle, so you're really getting 2 first-round draft picks.
Right.
When you're looking at Joe Burrow and Jonah Williams to this offense, and like, how can you not be excited about seeing Jonah Williams protecting Joe Burrow's blind side? So just having him right there is it's going to be a big upgrade. And then you go over to left guard, and I feel like Michael Jordan really took big strides last year. A 4th-round draft pick. He started some games, sat out a couple of games, and then when he really kind of got back in there towards the end of the year, he seemed to kind of be turning a corner. And I know that this offensive coaching staff likes the steps that he's taken, the progress that he's made. So you look at him at left guard, and then I feel like Trey Hopkins in the center really did a nice job solidifying that role last year. And they signed him to a 3-year deal for a reason, because he's really was that anchor of that offensive line last year. He was one of the best guys out there.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, exactly. And then you look at the right side, and they brought in Xavier Su'a-Filo, who expects to be in there at right guard, and then right tackle. I'm hearing that it's going to be a competition between Bobby Hart and Fred Johnson, who we got to see signs of last year. He played left tackle towards the end of the season, and he was a guy that was on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster, and then they had let him go. And then I know the Bengals were so excited to bring him in as a rookie because they saw a lot of promise in him. And so, I don't think our offensive line is in that bad of shape. And then you add in some other role players. You have Billy Price, who was a 1st-round draft pick. You expect him to be in there competing for a spot, whether it be right guard, whether it be left guard, because he did play guard when he was at Ohio State. And so, I feel like the offensive line is going to be much improved than it was from a year ago. And that, I personally don't think it's going to be a glaring weakness like all of our fans are assuming it's going to be, just because of those upgrades that we're having with Jonah Williams and Xavier Su'a-Filo and Michael Jordan now going into a 2nd year. So I feel like there's a lot of promise, and the offensive line is definitely headed in the right direction.